that every decade we go through a spiritual evolution in consciousness. I know that, when I started doing my work around the year 2000, we were so less evolved spiritually and consciously as we are now in 2025. So I think that each decade of life brings us closer toward a spiritual and conscious mindset. And I have a theory on that, because as AI and technology evolve, so does spirituality. They're on opposite ends of the polarity. So as AI and tech grows, it's forcing us to grow our own spiritual evolution consciousness to meet and to have that balance in the universe. So every 10 years, we evolve and we become a different version of ourselves in a society. So what's happening is the nature of our problems in life have become more complex, have become deeper. So rather than, relationship breakdowns being the only focus or work burnout, now we're moving on to dark nights of the soul, or we're moving on to like really craving that sense of purpose, or we're moving into different ways. We want to study and learn and understand as human beings how we connect to those more divine aspects of ourselves. We're starting to realize there's a quantum world out there and that we're mirroring, and everything we attract is created by our own energy and intentions. So then we have this complex idea, well, what is energy and what are we attracting? And we've all heard of the law of attraction, but we haven't heard of a lot of the other laws, the law of harmony, the law of rhythm, the law of evolution, the law of karma. And so we have to start evolving spiritually into understanding what karma is and what death and rebirth is, and to meet the needs of what the complex challenges humans are facing. So I think that as much as I don't want to criticize talk therapy and counseling, we are beyond talk therapy. We are beyond just band-aiding the mind. We need to evolve into layers of soul, spirit, higher self even, to come to a deeper understanding of what's really going on. Because at all different levels, we need these deeper tools to evolve through our life, and not to get lost in the drama and some of the trauma that's happening around us. Like we see wars, we see the earth being damaged, we see cruelty happening, we see starvation, we see, people being hurt and traumatized. And so to get through those times, we need to understand the deeper lessons and reasons and meaning. And I do recall a really incredible book written in one of the German war camps called Man's Search for Meaning, written by Viktor Frankl. And he was a psychotherapist looking at trauma back then. And he said that, he termed something called logotherapy, which says, unless we make the spiritual meaning out of things and understand what's happening, we get locked and trapped in our trauma. And that is true. And we need to understand the deeper meaning of why we go through what we're going through as a spiritual conscious being. Because if we think this is just all random and some people are lucky and some people aren't, then, that's going to give us all reason to feel helpless and to feel stuck. But as soon as we understand the spiritual meaning of things and we can rise above that and look for deeper meaning and tools, we suddenly start to free ourselves, and we realize that we're beyond just a mind or a body or a life or social programming or even the laws of a country. We have a deeper, longer connection. It's way more powerful than this one limited lifetime. And that's how we're evolving. We need to understand that and live outside of the low level vibration that often we get met with every day.